Are you new to Figma or UI UX design? In this video, I will walk you through the Figma interface step by step and show you how to start your very first project. So what exactly is Figma? Figma is a free browser-based design tool used by millions of designers around the world to design websites, mobile apps, and user interfaces. So to get started, you have to go to figma.com and then you click on get started, and then you follow the procedure to sign up for Figma. Alright, so when you sign up, you are going to see the dashboard this way, what you are seeing here. So the next thing you have to do is to move to the top here where you see design, and then you click on it. So when you click on the design, this is what you are going to see. This is the space where you are going to do your work at. This is your space you are going to use here. Alright, so let's take a picture of what we have over here. Yeah, so when you move down here, you are going to see the move tool, and that is going to be used for for either to scale up, to move, or to draw an attention when you are using the platform with other designers. So we'll delve into this later in other videos. All right, then when you move to the side, you see the frame over here, which we also talk about very soon. And then you see here we have various shapes over here. You see rectangle, line, arrow, ellipse, polygon, etc. And then when you move to this side, we have the pen and pencils, which are used for drawing. And so the next thing over here is text, and that's basically when we use for our text. And then you also have the comment section over here. This is when you are working with other designers and you want to comment on a particular design. All right, so and then we have the actions over here, which includes the assets and the plugins, which we will look at later on. And we also have the draw and design, etc. here. We'll delve into this in other videos. All right, so let's quickly move to the left panel. So on the left panel here, we can see draft. So this particular interface I've opened right now, this particular file, you can rename it here. You just double click it, and then you press on the backspace key, and then you rename this file over here. So with the file here, we have the layers here. So the layers will show you whatever you are doing on this space over here. So we also look at that in other videos. And then we have the assets here, which include the plugins and the various components. Now let's move to the right side here, the right side of the panel, where is the properties are located. So this update depends on what you have selected. For example, when you click on a shape, you will see its size, color, corner radius, and more here at these parts. That's the right side over here. Okay, so let's now create something simple so that we can get started. So let's click on a frame over here. So when you click on the frame, you realize that the right panel has changed here. So basically what we are going to do is to select iPhone 14 and 15 Pro. So as I have selected it, you realize that the shape has shown over here. Okay, so we can use this, or this is what we are going to basically use for our design. It's kind of like a blank sheet of paper where we'll be using for our design. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to click on a rectangle here. Okay, so I'll just move it here and then I'll drag it across. So you realize that I've been able to draw a rectangular shape here. Alright, so with the box selected, I can go to my right panel here and then I'll scroll down where I can see color or fill. I'll basically click on it and then maybe change the color to something. I can change the color to any color I want at this side here. Okay, so yeah, so any color basically I want, I can just do that. I can change this to any color I want, and I can also go back, select the shape, right, and then change the radius here. So corner radius here, let me make this 16. I can basically do that. So you see that now we have a kind of a curve radius over here. So let me also go here, down here, click on text and drag it over, and let me write something like hello Figma. So you realize that this text is small, the font size is small, so I can go to my right panel here. Alright, with the text selected, and I can just increase the size of the text. So let's make it 32, something like this, and then I can just drag it over this way. Okay, and then size it very well here. Okay, so I can also change it and make it bold, and yeah, so basically I can select the text and drag it over to the rectangle, and then with the text selected I can select the rectangle here and then Ctrl G to group the two. So you just use Ctrl G to group the text and the rectangle here. So I can move it on the frame here. Okay, this is the frame here. The frame we are using, I can just move the rectangle in the frame. Yeah, so I can move the rectangle and the text. Since I have grouped the two, I can move them across this way. All right, so yeah, so that's it. So congrats to you, you have created your first mini design layout. Okay, so that's your first official step into UI design with Figma. If you want to explore more, I've dropped the Figma file we use in this video in the description. Download it and play around. Okay, so in the next lesson, we are going to learn auto layouts, a powerful feature that helps you design faster and keep everything neatly aligned. So if you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. I am Emmanuel and this is Sedi World Digital. Bye. See you in the next one.